It's 12 midday, 12 noon, 12 o'clock, midday, however you call it. It is the middle of the day exactly. And you know what that means for this daily vlog? That means I am 100%. I am halfway, 50% through this project. I've done 180, well this will be 181, but I've done 180 4-minute vlogs. Started at midnight. Next one was at 4 past midnight, then it was 8 past midnight, 12 past midnight. You get the deal. How do I feel halfway through? I'm enjoying this process. I think it's been an interesting little ride. Sure, the first, up until 6 a.m. I think is when I woke up, was probably a little bit tedious. And I think I might have lost a lot of people. A lot of subscribers might have turned away thinking, this guy's a real idiot. He thinks we're going to watch him sleeping. And sure, I don't think you should watch me sleeping. But the idea with this project was 4-minute snippets of my existence, starting at midnight, going all the way through to midnight at the other end of the scale. You're going to find some sleeping there. You're going to find some brushing of teeth and some showering and some cooking and all that cool stuff. But now that it's the middle of the day, I'm on the other side. So everywhere we move now forward is heading towards... I've made an executive decision. I'm not going to be sleeping again on this vlog, on this daily vlog. I normally go to bed around 9:30, 10ish. I'm a bit of a wuss like that. I go to bed pretty early. But for the sake of interesting content and for the sake of not having people turn off again, I'm going to stay up till midnight until this vlog is finished, or at least until we get to 9:30. So that'll be a fair while from now. I've got 180 more vlogs to do, 179 including this one, to get to 360. 364-minute vlogs will be 24 hours of my day, and then I'm going to post the entire 24-hour vlog if YouTube allows me. In other news, today I got a reply from the jury duty thing, and it's not looking good. I won't read you. I mean, you can read it if you want, but it basically says, we've reviewed your explanation of why you failed to attend jury duty. Unfortunately, the reason you provided or documentation supplied is not sufficient under the law, the Jury Act of 1977. Please provide a stat dec in order to be considered further. So that's a bit confusing. Either they accepted my reasoning or they didn't. What does a stat dec prove? So I replied with, thanks, Sheriff, because that's where the email address goes to, the Sheriff. Thanks, Sheriff. Just so I am aware of the process, do I need to provide a stat dec explaining the same reason I have in my initial response? Happy to do that. However, the reason I failed to attend was completely due to me not remembering about it. Then I suggested, perhaps a generated email the day before reminding people in a similar position would avoid this happening, Ben on, and we'll just see what happens with that. I don't know if I'm ever gonna... what I'm trying to do here is trying to avoid the $1,100 fine for not attending jury duty when I wanted to attend, but I just stupidly didn't put it in my calendar and messed up. Yes, it was my mistake, but should that be worth $1,100? No, it shouldn't, and I refuse to pay that. Basically, that's how I'm positioning myself. I refuse to pay $1,100 for not attending jury duty when it was something that I wanted to do and I just carelessly forgot. And they could have sent a generated, like they sent this email after the fact. They could have sent that before the fact.